I'm going to tell you why this is just absolute horseshit. You are only playing against you. If you want to feel amazing, look amazing, be amazing, you've got to do this one thing. How good do you feel right now? Honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, how great do you feel right now? Do you feel energetic? Do you feel healthy? You having good bathroom breaks? Is your skin feeling good? Is your hair all shiny and nice? Do you feel fit? Would you love to see yourself running down a beach naked? How in love with your life are you right now? Do you love your work? Do you love your health? Do you love how you look? Do you love how you feel? Do you love your body inside and out in every way? Do you feel healthy? Like top tier 10 notches healthy? Like, woohoo, doing great. Or have you settled for being mediocre? You've gotten really comfortable with being mediocre, like, it's okay. Because there's always someone to compare to, be like, well, at least I'm doing better than them. Kind of a sad, pathetic way of going about life, you know? When you're just comparing yourself to yourself, like if there was nobody else around, would you be like, yeah, I'm fucking awesome? My body looks great. I'm feeling healthy. I am just pure energy. Are you vibing at your peak vibration? How do you really feel? Are you literally comparing yourself to people in shit situations just so you can feel better about yourself? If this sounds like you, you're not alone. You and almost everyone else on the planet, 98% of the population compare themselves to other people to make themselves feel better. I'm going to tell you why this is just absolute horseshit. Because when it comes down to it, you are only playing against you. Everyone's in their own little world, and you are the one stopping yourself from being the best version of you. Comparison is the mother of all suffering. It makes it so easy to stay in victim mode. We talked about this before, victim mode, where we all like to get comfortable because it kind of gives us a little scapegoat. It gives us a little place to be like, well, no, this is happening because they're doing this to me, or they're saying that to me, or this happened to me, and it's not my fault. This will get better when they do this, or this will get better when they stop doing that, or, all that garbage that basically reinforces the fact that you're just being a victim in your own life. How do we get rid of being a victim? How do we get rid of being a victim in our own life? How do we stop attracting abusers? How do we stop creating scenarios that keep us in this like oppressed versions of ourselves? You know how awesome you really are deep down. And if right now you're thinking, well, no, I'm actually not that awesome, well, then we've got some bigger work to do. But right now, if you're thinking to myself, no, I really can do better. I'm just not. I don't know how. You've probably just been a victim of, life circumstances, societal expectations, family dynamics that you grew up around that have wired you to just be a victim. You the number one step to stepping away from this victim mentality and start taking your life by storm, succeeding. If you want to be fitter, happier, more productive, if you want to feel amazing, look amazing, be amazing, you've got to do this one thing. You got to get rid of your ego. Our egos are the thing that keep us so stuck. And honestly, it's the thing I'm struggling with the most. And it's the moments with my daughter that I'm like, why am I so butthurt about the things that you're saying and doing? You're just a kid. You're just a kid. I shouldn't give a shit. Like, why am I so offended about dumb stuff? Why? Because of my ego. Egos make us offended by everything. Egos make us unwilling to forgive. The ego makes it so that we put all the blame, all the power, all of the focus on somebody else. That they're the issue, they're the problem, they're the catalyst, they're the controller. They make everything happen. If it wasn't for them, everything would be fine. If it wasn't for what they were doing, everything would be different. Ego. It's not me, it's them. It's always them. Well, I've got a news flash for you. It's always us. Always. And I'm telling you this for a reason. And it's not to be like, oh, everything's on you. You're to blame about everything in your life. No, no. It's all about the transfer of power. When you give into your ego and you blame everyone else around you, all you're doing is just giving away your power. All the power in any relationship, any work dynamic, your health, everything that you want in life can be yours if you're willing to do this one thing. Get rid of your fucking ego. My ego has been extremely bad lately, and it is destroying everything. And I bet yours is too. What is it that you've been trying to change or just can't seem to do it because you keep blaming everybody else around you for angering you and triggering you and belittling you? And newsflash, everything changes with you. Everything changes with you. When it comes to our egos, all they do is keep us stuck in a victim mode. That's right. Victim mode. And we don't really want to think about ourselves as victims, but that's how it is. Anytime you blame a circumstance or a person or something happened to you or an event, something that somebody else is doing, we are giving away the creative power in your life to somebody else, and you are being a victim. And this might sound kind of harsh. I get it. If somebody told me this 10 years ago, I'd be like, that's not fair. They are doing this to me, and they are doing that, and this is happening. Yeah, that's all happening. But it's all from us. All of it. Everything in your life right now, you've created. The disease, the pain, everything. It can somewhat be from the shit food that you're eating, but 98% of the time, with everyone I talk to, everyone I've worked with over the years, everything stems from your thought process. The way you see yourself, the way you process stress, the way you hold on to the past, the way you act with other people. Everything is so traumatizing to us, and we embody that trauma over and over and over to reaffirm our role as a victim. We're always putting blame on everything else of why we're hurt and why this and why that. But the fact is, victims always attract abusers. You can even turn a regular person into an abuser. I've done that. I don't like to admit that. It's disgusting, and it makes me feel icky just thinking about it. But anywhere we go, whether we're in a relationship with somebody we love or in the supermarket with total strangers, anytime you are in victim mode, you will turn any random person into some kind of an attacker, an abuser. When people say, oh, bad things always happen to me, and people are always mean to me, and people are always out to get me or scam me or something like that. That's victim, victim, victim. Or you're getting a relationship, and next thing you know, that person is hurting you, abusing you, saying mean things. Yeah, because that's how you bring it out. That's how we bring things out of people. The only way to stop it is to finally take responsibility and be like, you know what? I'm getting rid of my ego. I'm going to flush it down the toilet. I know it's easier said than done because, again, with my kids, I'm like, why can I be so victimized by a 5-year-old? Why am I so butthurt about what she says? She's 5. She's an innocent child. Why do I take offense to these things? I wasn't for so long. I was doing so good. And then all of a sudden, I'm like getting offended about stuff. And then I realized, I'm like, whoa. I'm just acting how people acted with me when I was that age. I'm literally just mimicking the way that people treated me when I was that age, and I'm doing that to my daughter. It's like, this is how I was taught how to react to these things, was watching how other people react. So when we think we're teaching our kids by telling them what to do and telling them what to say, it's like, that only helps like 1 or 2%. Everything else is just them observing how we treat them, how we talk to them, how we talk to each other. That's it. And if you grew up watching people victimize each other, that's exactly what's in your mind, and that is what you're sending out to the subconscious mind. Because I want to get something really clear, and I might do a whole other video on this. It's funny when I talk to some people, they're like, I wish my mind and my subconscious mind would communicate. And it's like, you have your thinking mind, your logical mind, and yes, it does communicate to the subconscious mind, but it's not your subconscious mind, it is the subconscious mind. And it is your thoughts, your observations that go into your mind that create your entire reality through the subconscious mind. Yes, it is like a hive mind. Yes, it is greater than the internet search. It is greater than any AI. It is the subconscious universal mind. This is what creates your entire reality, because you have that creative ability to create literally anything you want in your world. The problem is you're stuck on the ego of cause and effect of, no, I'm this way because I did this because I acted this way because they said, I only did that because they, it's like, ugh, all these things that it's just like, we're reacting to that. We're reacting to them. We're reacting to the circumstances. If you want to change the circumstance, let go of your ego and stop reacting to it. Accept it or don't. Just be at peace. A peaceful soul attracts a peaceful life. As long as you're trying to fight everything that's going on, all you will get is more fight. Now, if this is hitting home with you right now, if you're dealing with something really difficult right now, the number one thing you can do right now to let go of your ego and just step into creative mode for your life is just take a step back and laugh at it all and forgive. You will not be labeled the bad person by taking responsibility and forgiving everybody for what they've done. You will not. That is the biggest fear we all have, is because we're so used to being punished. Like, if you take responsibility for something bad that happens, then you get punished. That's not the way things are anymore. If you take responsibility, you take back your power. And to take responsibility, you've got to let go of your ego. The ego only keeps you stuck, angry, and in victim mode. That is it. That is all it does. It doesn't protect you. It holds you back from all success in life. Whether you are in a relationship or doing something with your business, growing it, it doesn't matter. Your ego keeps you stuck. That's it. Right now, who do you need to forgive? Is it you? Is it your loved ones? Parents? Your spouse? You need to forgive. Because all the stories that you keep telling yourself in your mind of this is how things are and this is the way it is, I'm here to tell you right now, they're bullshit. Burn them. Get that mental picture in your mind, light a match and go, let it burn away. Crumple it up like it's a piece of paper that's got a picture on it in your mind. Crumple it up into a little ball, light it on fire, and let it go into nothing. Those images, those memories, they mean nothing now. Nothing. If you want to move forward in your life and you want to do it well and you want to create what you want, stop trying to be right about everything. Stop trying to prove anything to anybody. Anybody. I didn't even say anyone or anybody. Anyone. Stop trying to prove everything. If somebody wants to take something, you know what? Just let them. As soon as you let go of everything, that's when everything just comes to you naturally. The tighter we try to grip onto things, the more we push everything away. And I learned that the hard way. The more you hang on to the thing that you want, fighting for it, tooth and nail, just trying to grip it, be like, no, I have to fight. I have to fight for this. The more tight you hang on to that, the more you push that very thing away. It is going. It is gone. As soon as you let go, you let a little love in, forgive, destroy your ego, crush it, crumble it, let it go. There's no point in defending something that only keeps you down. That's all we do. We defend this ego. And all the ego does is hold us down in everything. Get vulnerable. It sucks, but it works. It works in the end. Like I said, I learned this the hard way. I'm still learning it the hard way. I still keep holding on to these little things and I'm like, no, it has to be like this. And you have to say, you can't say things like this or do things like that. I'm like, I tattooed my hand this morning with the things I needed to remind myself of because, you know, out of sight, out of mind, you really do need to remind yourself of the things you want to change. And once again, patience and love, it's on there in henna. Just keep it top of mind. Egos destroy. Let them go. There's just no point. You have the capacity to completely reverse the things going on in your life right now. If you let love in, forgiveness, get vulnerable. Don't be afraid to just admit when things didn't go the way you wanted or you did things you weren't proud of. Don't worry about the other people and their shortcomings and wrongdoings and shit. Let them come to terms with theirs. Because honestly, does it work when somebody comes to you and tells you, no, right now, you got to be sorry. You got to do this, 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 and this. Does that work for you? No, because then you're like, hey, you get your back up against the wall and you're like, yeah, but what about you? So just come to terms on your own. Forgive on your own. Just do it. What are you waiting for? Honestly, let them take their time forgiving. If they need time to forgive you, fine. If they need time to get over themselves, fine. Let them. You can't force people to do anything. The only person you are in control of is you. And as soon as you realize that by just doing the work for you, it's going to have the craziest ripple effect on the people around you. Oh my gosh, it is astounding how fast the effect works on the people around you, your spouse, your family, your coworkers, everybody. When you decide to let this shit go, the ego, it does nothing. Let it go. Who cares if you're perceived as wrong? Do you want to be right and miserable? Or do you want to be wrong and have everything that you want come to you? Because if you're stuck on being right about everything, you will lose everything. And if you don't want to lose, don't be afraid of being wrong. Perceived as wrong. There is no wrong. Things just are. And you can't grow past something that you don't accept. And if you don't accept that you made mistakes or did things that you're not proud of, then how can you grow past it? You can't. You're stuck on it waiting for somebody else to grow a pair. And then you can sit there staring at each other going, I'll do this when you do this. And it's like, it starts with somebody. Why not you? The first person to make the move is the first person that gets what they want. It might take some time, so be patient. Like I said, this ripple effect. It is time to forgive and move on. Let your ego die. And I'll see you on the next video.